We are so pleased to have you join us at the University of New Mexico's 2019 commencement ceremony. Tonight, we acknowledge the accomplishments of our doctoral graduates in a formal hooding ceremony, individually recognizing students receiving their master's, bachelor's, and associate degrees. Our academic processional begins with faculty, followed by doctoral degree candidates, master degree candidates, bachelor degree candidates, and associate degree candidates. After all graduates and faculty are seated, the President's Platform Party will enter, led by University Secretary Kennedy Hubbard and Faculty Senate President Finney Coleman, Associate Professor of English, carrying the University Mace. The University Mace is a ceremonial staff displayed as a symbol of authority. It was designed and crafted for the University Centennial Convocation in 1989 by Ralph Lavender, Professor Emeritus of Art. Faculty members are wearing colorful and distinctive academic attire. The length of the robe, the width of the sleeves borders, and the length of the hood increase with each advanced degree. The colors of their hood borders represent the field of study in which the faculty member's degree was earned. A Doctor of Philosophy or PhD wears a hood trimmed in dark blue velvet. A Doctor of Education or EDD has a light blue hood. A Doctor of Nursing has a gold hood. A Doctor of Medicine or MD wears a green hood. A Juris Doctor or JD has a purple hood. And a Doctor of Pharmacy or PharmD has an olive hood. The colors of the hood lining identify the institution which granted the degree. For graduates of UNM, the hood is lined in cherry and silver. The cap, either a tam or mortarboard, is usually black and accented with a tassel. Processing in with the faculty are the candidates for doctoral degrees, followed by master degree candidates. Both the doctoral and master candidates wear black gowns. Doctoral candidates carry their hoods, which will be placed on them by their faculty mentors. After the masters are the baccalaureate candidates wearing cherry gowns and colorful tassels on their mortarboards that represent their area of study. Leading the baccalaureate degree candidates from each college are the banner carriers. The college banners are ceremonial flags displaying colors traditionally associated with UNM's various schools and colleges. The use of ceremonial banners dates back to the 1500s. Tonight, the banners are carried by UNM staff members selected by their deans. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the President's Platform Party, led by University Secretary Kennedy Hubbard and Faculty Senate President Finney Coleman, carrying the University Mace. Following our leaders are Connie Beimer, Platform Marshal, Grace Faustino, Platform Marshal, Doug Brown, Regent President, Sandra Begay, Regent Secretary Treasurer, Rob Doty, Regent, Marin Lee, Regent, Teresa Costandinides, Senior Vice President for Finance and Administration, Paul Roth, Chancellor of the Health Sciences Center and Dean of the School of Medicine, James Holloway, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Garnet S. Stokes, University President, Simon Arkell, Keynote Speaker, Cheo Torres, Vice President for Student Affairs, Mark Pisani, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, Stephanie MacGyver, Director, Student Health and Counseling, Christos Christodoulou, Dean, School of Engineering, Corinne Gonzalez, Strategic Support Manager, Office of the Vice President for Enrollment Management, Deborah Riffenberry, Dean, College of Education, Donald Godwin, Dean, College of Pharmacy, Glenn Koster, Associate Dean, College of Fine Arts, Mark Childs, Dean, School of Architecture and Planning, Sean Berman, Dean, Anderson School of Management, Julie Coonrod, Dean, Graduate Studies, Christine Casper, Dean, College of Nursing, Loretta Martinez, Chief Legal Counsel, Office of the University Council, Curtis Storm, Candidate for Master of Music and Vocal Performance, Camille Carey, Associate Dean, School of Law, Tracy Collins, Dean, College of Population Health, Gregory Lanier, Dean, Honors College, Robert Del Campo, Dean, University College, Richard Clement, Dean, University of University Libraries and Learning Sciences, and Alex Tappan, President of the Alumni Association. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the UNM ROTC Joint Color Guard and the singing of our national anthem by Master of Music and Vocal Performance candidate Curtis Storm.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bombs stars bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
President Stokes, I declare that all are assembled and in order for the University of New Mexico's Fall 2019 commencement ceremony. College banners will now be posted and the university mace set in place by Faculty Senate President Finney Coleman to signal the beginning of our ceremony.
Founded in 1889, the University of New Mexico sits on the traditional homelands of the Pueblo of Sandia. The original peoples of New Mexico, Pueblo, Navajo, and Apache tribes, have significant connection to the land and the broader community statewide, and we honor the land itself and those who have been stewards of this land throughout the generations. We gratefully acknowledge our history. Please be seated. So good evening. I'm Garnet Stokes, President of the University of New Mexico, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Master of Ceremonies. This evening, we celebrate your journey and accomplishments at UNM. Throughout your time here, you have helped shape the University of New Mexico. Now, you will go on to shape the future of the nation and the world. Each and every one of you carries forward the values and spirit of the University of New Mexico, where each of us defines all of us. Graduates, remember your alma mater with pride. Tonight we show you the institutional video at this ceremony to send off each of you with fond memories of the institution you can always call home. You have a continued charge to explore lands and minds, to expand your perceptions and passions, to define, confront, and realize impossible possibilities. This video, entitled State of Minds, uncovers the energy that inspires, drives, and molds every Lobo, future, and alumni.
It's different here. A mile closer to the stars. Tinted in cherry and silver, soaked in deep blue. Here, history lives forever, and the future can hardly wait. People, perspective, solving the unknown, the unseen is about to unfold. This is us. Undeniably untamed. Unraveling complex code, fueling the next generation. Microscale machines reordering genes, capturing imaginations and empowering a culture of contrast. This is us. Undeniable. From mountains to mesas, at the top of the world, leading the nation in the latest, in the greatest, in the next. Number 3, 2, 1. Charged by city, charged by state, charged by a state of mind, a course of action. Our minds full of knowledge, mindful of thoughts, advancing, accelerating, and anticipating our future. artful and inspired, ecological and encouraged, caring, compassionate, and cutting edge, entirely unchained. This is where each of us defines all of us, seeing and doing and stretching the limits of limitless, melding and merging the unknown. This is our charge, our unexpected path. This is us. This is each of us. This is all of us. The University of New Mexico.
So it is my distinct pleasure to speak on behalf of the entire University of New Mexico community as we honor your achievements tonight. I would like to recognize several members of the UNM Board of Regents who have joined us. I invite them to stand and remain standing as I call their names. Regent President Doug Brown, Secretary Treasurer Sandra Begay, Regent Robert Doty, and Regent Marin Lee. Thank you for your support of our Lobo graduates. Now, please join me in welcoming Board of Regents Secretary Treasurer Sandra Begay to offer greetings to our graduating class.
It is my distinct pleasure to speak on behalf of the entire University of New Mexico community as we honor your achievements tonight. I would like to recognize several boards, Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Regents, it is my privilege and honor to greet all of you as we commemorate the University of New Mexico class of 2019. This ceremony is a celebration of students who have completed their degrees this year and of their families and supporters who have gathered to witness this pivotal moment in the lives of these remarkable men and women. Class of 2019, you are a part of a powerful generation that faces significant global changes. Your education has brought you to a new place in our lives, and now you are about to be prepared to contribute to making a better world. The degree you have earned at this university is the culmination of an investment you made in yourself. You could have chosen many paths, but you chose to pursue the path of discovery, to ask questions, and seek answers. You chose to deepen and expand your understanding of the world, and you chose UNM. You chose this campus. You chose our faculty. You chose to call yourself a Lobo. Here at University of New Mexico, each of us defines all of us. We each bring our unique talents and perspectives to the pursuit of both common and distinct purposes in an environment that nurtures intellectual growth, innovation, and a bit of the frontier spirit that is so much a part of New Mexico. Please join me in a round of applause to congratulate the class of 2019.
Thank you, Regent Begay. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce this fall's keynote speaker, Simon Arkell. Simon Arkell, a graduate of the University of New Mexico's College of Arts and Sciences, received a bachelor's degree in economics in 1991. He came to UNM from Australia in 1986 as a pole vaulter on a tuition-only athletic scholarship. While training and competing for UNM, he became a 7-time Western Athletic Conference champion, a 4-time All-American, and broke the UNM indoor and outdoor pole vault records with marks he still holds to this day, 33 years later. After his competitive days at UNM, he went on to become the Australian and British Commonwealth record holder and champion, and represented Australia twice in the Olympics and 3 times at World Championships. Last month, Mr. Arkell was inducted into the UNM Athletic Hall of Honor. After his athletic career, Simon went on to become a founder of 7 high-tech companies in the United States, which have collectively attracted over $100 million in venture capital funding. Today, Simon is the president and co-founder of Deep Lens, a software company that uses artificial intelligence to help pharmaceutical companies and healthcare providers work together to bring life-saving therapies and match cancer patients to life-saving clinical trials. Please join me in warmly welcoming our speaker, Simon Arkell.
Thank you, President Stokes, esteemed guests, Board of Regents, parents, faculty, and students. You know, when President Stokes invited me to give this commencement speech today, I was wondering what the hell I could possibly impart on such good-looking, intelligent, educated, well-mannered, sober millennials. I'm assuming you're all sober, right? Because, like, who parties on a Friday night when they're graduating? No one. See, that's what I want to hear. So I thought I'd research the life lessons from all of the best commencement speeches ever made and take credit for the intelligence of a lot of other people. And I'm going to read some of them now. They're quite interesting. Be kind. You only live once. That's true. Dream. Embrace failure. By the way, that's an entire college course. Don't give up. Listen to your inner voice and change the world. And these are good. But after thinking about what I learned at UNM, I decided to add one more, and that is leap and the net shall appear. Guys, this is about risk and having faith in yourself. Leap and the net shall appear. And it's a great quote from an American philosopher. And it defines what I learned here at UNM. And I'm guessing that some of you may have overcome some adversity to get here today. Where you're standing, maybe you're the first in your family to graduate. Maybe someone back home didn't want you to go to college, a girlfriend, a boyfriend. Maybe you had one of each, lucky you. Someone in the family wanted you to stay home and work in the family business, fair enough. They didn't want you to leave, or they didn't think you could cut it at a Division I university. Or maybe there was a major financial obstacle you had to overcome to even get here and finish your degree. And I understand all of that because all of those things happened to me, although I didn't have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. UNM taught me a lesson about the pursuit of unreasonable opportunities I never could have seen before. And it taught me that if I believe strongly enough in something, that when I leapt, the net does appear. It started for me back when I was 11 in Australia, and my stepdad took me to see a documentary about the Olympic Games. And I said right then and there that one day I'm going to compete in the Olympics. You hear that story a lot with athletes. The problem I faced was that I was not good at any sport, none. I tried a few, but it was embarrassing. Tried everything, eventually found this thing called pole vaulting. Who wouldn't have fun doing that? But I sucked at that too. And it took many, many years for me to even be okay enough to get on a team to come to the US and compete. And I found this thing called the NCAA, and I thought, you know what? If I'm going to realize my goals of getting to the Olympic Games one day, I need to be here in the US competing in the NCAA. No Australian pole vaulter had even qualified, let alone been selected for the Olympics since 1976. The standards were that different. So I found a list of potential universities, and I wrote 37 letters to the head track coaches of Division I universities. A letter is like a bit of paper that's rectangular, and you put a stamp on it, and about a month later, you hear something. It's really cool. But the guy who helped me get the list told me that my prerequisites needed to be Division I school, had to be west of the Mississippi because I'd never seen snow, and snow and pole vaulting don't mix very well. That person also forgot to mention that Albuquerque is at the base of the mountain, snows all the time for months on end. Oh, and there's no indoor facility at UNM. And we had to scrape snow off the runway in order to vault, but that was fine. In fact, my shins were screaming as I walked down here, just with the memory of the shin splints I got running up and down these stairs here on those cold days. Anyway, those letters were mostly ignored until the great coach Del Hessel gave me a call one day. He was the head track coach at UNM, and he offered me a scholarship. I was like, a scholarship? This is so cool, so excited. This was my shot. So I packed my bags, I headed over. But coming to New Mexico was probably the most ridiculous idea I'd ever had. I might as well have gone to the moon. I didn't know one person here, didn't know a word of Spanish, didn't know what a Hispanic person or a Native American was. Didn't know what a gringo was, apparently found out later that's me. And they never told me that if you take a bite of that food, there goes your tongue, it burns your mouth out. And then they say, oh, that's fine, just put honey on a sopapilla, no worries. That doesn't work either, it just makes you fat. I also didn't know the system too well because I was so excited, came over here with a scholarship and then realized that I got a tuition-only scholarship and I kind of didn't have money for things like rent and food. Obviously, cheap tortillas saved me. There was a place off Lomas that had 6 tacos for $1, very high-quality meat. And I moved into Lakaya House for $125 a month. Has anyone lived in Lakaya House? Yeah, not good. In fact, my family's here today. I took them to see Lakaya House just to show them, and I swear I recognize the grandchildren of the rats I used to live with. But anyway, the whispers back home, they started. No Australian track athlete had ever come to the US and been successful. They always fail. They never qualify for the Olympics anyway because they're pole vaulters from Australia. And I wasn't going to make it. And that gave me a big chip on my shoulder, which was good for me because I'm kind of competitive like that. And I have this saying, ride the horse in the direction it's going. Just take advantage of that chip on your shoulder, what other mental anguish you feel, and use it to your advantage. And I did well. I won the conference championships a bunch of times, All-American, won a gold medal for Australia at the Commonwealth Games, which is a huge honor. Got the 17-year-old national record. But most importantly, coming to UNM got me to the Olympic Games. And it was a dream that started as a child, and none of that would have happened had I not taken that plunge, that big risk, jumped, but the net appeared. But I had a lot of incredibly fun times along the way. The guys I trained with back then became my lifelong best friends. And I also discovered 2 very important mentors. One, the great coach Del Hessel, who was a great father figure, but also another gentleman who's sitting here tonight, and that is the legendary Rusty Mitchell, who was affiliated with UNM for 50 years. He was the head gymnastics coach for 33 years. He's in the Hall of Fame for US gymnastics. He was on the US Olympic team and was able to help me become a great athlete by becoming a mediocre gymnast. I was able to go and train with his team, and that was a great thing. And so Rusty is here tonight. Rusty, do you mind waving or standing up? He's a great asset to the state of New Mexico. So I urge all of you to being open to seeing mentors appear, just like those nets. So my athletic career progressed. I would do things like needing to be in Europe for some competitions, buying a one-way ticket to Europe with one meet lined up at some tiny little meet in Sweden at a tiny town somewhere, hoping that I'd jump well enough to get back to the US, and I did. Don't feel too sorry for me, international athlete, hanging out in Sweden, but it was really tough. But I ended up doing well and was able to make enough expense money to come back to Albuquerque. Then started getting a little cocky after I graduated from UNM. I was able to move to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and register for the NBA while training for the next Olympics. And I was training there with my buddy Dean, who was one of the best vaulters in the world. But about Halfway through the course, of course, I ran out of money. I had no idea how I was going to pay for it when I registered. But about a month later, I found myself at meets realizing that I needed $17,000 to finish my MBA. And guess what? Out of necessity, or luck, or the universe providing, I won an overall Grand Prix series and won exactly $17,000, which paid for the rest of my MBA. The net appeared again. So guys, this works over and over again, and that's the message I want to get to you today, that this risk is worth it. It has to be a managed risk, but that net will appear for you. I started my first company ever here in UNM, and I was living in the Pot of Gold apartments right behind Perico's Acapulco, Chile, if you remember that place. And I unsuccessfully sold ad space to Perico's and to Baskin Robbins, but it was my foot in the door to the business world. Now I'm 53 and I'm still doing it. And as President Stokes mentioned, I've started a company in artificial intelligence with my co-founders to help save the lives of cancer patients by using AI to match them to clinical trials. But none of this would have happened had it not been for two UNM athletes who were on the track team with me back in the day. Dave and Kim, they married, they moved to California, had a beautiful family. But then tragedy struck when their daughter, Megan, died of leukemia at the age of 10. And they had every right to wallow in their pity, but instead they became my heroes by starting a charity called Megan's Wings. And it raises money for the families of children who are diagnosed with cancer. So this became my cause. I helped raise some money for them. But when I had an opportunity to start this company, Deep Lens, with my two amazing co-founders, Dave and TJ, it became something really worth doing. And it was a cliff worth jumping off. And guess what? We went all in, but then $20 million in venture capital showed up to help us, and now we have a chance to make a difference. But we didn't have that lined up before we started the company. So my question to you today, as you guys get ready to leave UNM, is this: what are you prepared to do to make a difference or to change the world? To not just move the needle in your profession and make some money, but to disrupt entire industries and to achieve completely unreasonable, high visibility goals, knowing that not only is there a great chance that you'll fail, but you may fail when everyone is watching. And if the thought of stepping out and jumping off that cliff is so scary for you, are you prepared to do it anyway? You might be scared, you might have the critics in the peanut gallery, but you have those unique experiences that form a perspective that only you can have. And they're going to give you opportunities that only you will see. So my advice is to use this degree, which you so rightly deserve and you fought for, combine it with those experiences that only you have, and go find some cliffs to jump off. And you will see those nets appear over and over again. And do this for the rest of your life, and do it knowing that your family and the friends that you're going to have for the rest of your life will be there and will have your back. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
So I want to say thank you for joining us this evening and on this great night of celebration here at UNM and sharing your experiences and your thoughts. It's really wonderful to hear about what you've thought about in the years since you've been at UNM and how UNM influenced you. So we're so glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So we have many members of the class of 2019 whose academic achievements we celebrate. We are very proud to recognize the accomplishments of our graduates, and we ask that each group rise when called. So we have here tonight with us graduates who are UNM staff members who completed a degree program while maintaining their job at the university. Would the staff, as students, graduates, please rise to be recognized? Thank you. Some of our graduates won the university's top scholarships. Will UNM's graduating Regents, Presidential, Truman, National Merit, Ronald McNair, and Research Opportunity Scholars please rise? Thank you. A number of our students are graduating with honors. First, we have students who are graduating cum laude with grade point averages between 3.5 and 3.74. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Will our magna cum laude graduates with grade point averages between 3.75 and 3.89 stand to be recognized? And next, we have our summa cum laude graduates with grade point averages of 3.9 and above. Will you please stand? Our honors graduates have been inducted into a number of national honor societies. Will graduates who are members of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, Golden Key, Mortarboard, Sigma Tau Delta, Tau Sigma Delta Honor Societies, and the National Society of Collegiate Scholars please rise to be recognized? Thank you. Finally, we ask our master and doctoral candidates graduating with distinction to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. All of our honors graduates have achieved a level of distinction of which we are all exceedingly proud. Congratulations on your many academic achievements. The University of New Mexico is also proud to recognize another special group of graduates with us today. Those students who have committed themselves to serving our country in the U.S. Armed Forces. During their time at UNM, these men and women have dedicated themselves to both their academic studies and to training for positions of leadership in the Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force ROTC units. Upon graduation, they are commissioned as second lieutenants or ensigns in the United States Armed Forces. Our graduating class also consists of military veterans, military active duty, National Guard, and the reserves. So let's now take a moment to remember and recognize our graduates serving abroad who cannot be with us today. Now will all of our graduating service members please rise. Join me in applauding their service to this great nation and for their accomplishments we celebrate here today. Thank you. Before we recognize the degree candidates, I'd like to take a moment to introduce those who will be assisting me in our presentation. I ask that they stand and remain standing until all names are called. Julie Coonrod, Dean, Graduate Studies. Corinne Gonzalez, Strategic Support Manager for the Office of the Vice President for Enrollment Management. Finney Coleman, our Faculty Senate President. Pamela Agoyo, Director of American Indian Student Services. And Stephanie McIver, Director, Counseling and Therapy Services. Thank you. We also have staff volunteers assisting us in handing out diploma covers to commemorate your participation in the ceremony today. I ask that they please stand when called. Carlos Hedera, Core IT Services Specialist, Chelsea Begay, Administrative Assistant, School of Architecture and Planning, Greg Gomez, Analyst, IT Applications, Cindy Mason, Unit Administrator in the Office of the Vice President for Student Affairs, Kyoko Simmons, Director of the Center for Academic Excellence and Leadership. Let's thank them for their service today. Class of 2019, you are about to become proud alumni of the University of New Mexico. I now ask Alexis Tappan, President of the Alumni Association, to welcome you as alumni.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alexis Tappan, President of your Alumni Association. Congratulations on your graduation. I know firsthand how much work went into this day, not just for you, but for all of those who supported you along the way. In fact, let's take a moment for a round of applause for those who served as your motivation and inspiration to get here today. UNM has given you the tools, the knowledge, and the roots from which your own amazing experiences can grow. And now, it's up to you to put your own unique spin on that knowledge, to take it and make your mark on the world. Of course, the Alumni Association will be here to help you however we can, by connecting you to other Lobos, no matter where you may go, by keeping you informed on the great things going on at the university, and by providing opportunities to get together and continue to build Lobo pride. So again, my congratulations, celebrate today, and as always, go Lobos!
Thank you, Alumni President Tappan, and now, we turn to the main business of our ceremony this evening, the conferring of the degrees upon our students. Provost James Holloway will now present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Juris Doctor, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Master of Fine Arts please rise? Madam President, it is my honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the faculty of UNM to the Regents for their respective degrees.
I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all of the rights, honors, and responsibilities that pertain to them. Congratulations. As directed by the marshals, will our doctoral candidates please come forward with their faculty mentors to be hooded and to receive a diploma cover.
Linda Villegas, DNP, hooded by P.J. Woods. Alvaro Ulloa Serna, PhD in Engineering, hooded by Mario Patichas. Candidates, you might want to remove your hats when you're hooded. Kara Walter, PhD in Economics, hooded by Dr. Janie Shermack. Hao Tin Chang, PhD in Computer Science, hooded by Lydia Tapia. Min Jung Kim, PhD in Physical Education, Sports and Exercise Science, hooded by Lun Hao Mao. Daniel Jean Shattuck II, PhD in Anthropology, hooded by Rhonda Brulat. Amy Thompson, PhD in Anthropology, hooded by Keith Proofer. Carolyn Gabe, PhD in Anthropology, hooded by Emily Lena Jones. Alicia Walls, Juris Doctor, hooded by Mariam Aranjani. Lucy River, Juris Doctor, hooded by Professor Mariam Arjani. Mizel Carrera, Juris Doctor, hooded by Marian Arjani. Marie Chavez, PhD in Educational Linguistics, hooded by Melissa Axelrod. Simone Velarderas, PhD in Linguistics, hooded by Melissa Axelrod. Yunji Zhang, PhD in Special Education, hooded by Dr. Ruth Luckison. Amanda Dingman, Juris Doctor, hooded by Ruth Luckison. Christine Linhart, PhD in Multicultural Teacher and Childhood Education, hooded by Sherry Williams. Melanie Zollner, EDD in Educational Leadership, hooded by Allison Borden. Laura Jeffrey, EDD in Educational Leadership, hooded by Allison Borden. Monica Martinez Archuleta, EDD in Educational Leadership, hooded by Allison Borden. Holly Gourelet, EDD in Educational Leadership, hooded by Arlie Woodrum. Dietger Day Messonier, EDD in Educational Leadership, hooded by Arlie Woodrum. Jairo Marshall, PhD in History, hooded by Barbara Reyes. Raquel Andrea Gonzalez Madrigal, PhD in American Studies, hooded by Antonio Tongson. Maria Lopez Garcia, PhD in American Studies, hooded by Irene Vasquez. Dina Barajas, PhD in American Studies, hooded by Michael Trujillo. Sheila Thapa, PhD in Chemistry, hooded by Yang King. Michael Ward, Juris Doctor, hooded by Barbara Creel. Jenny Sturm, PhD in Anthropology, hooded by Paul Roth. Ginger Looney, PhD in Language, Literature, and Sociocultural Studies, hooded by Paul Roth. Sarah Kintner, PhD in Nanosciences and Microsystems Engineering, hooded by Paul Roth. Philip Rovetto, PhD in Engineering, hooded by Paul Roth. Natalia Rudd, PhD in Language, Literacy, and Sociocultural Studies, hooded by Carlos Lopez Leyva.
Provost Holloway will now present the candidates for master's degrees.
Master's degrees, please rise. Madam President, it is my honor to present these candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees.
I hereby confer upon you your respective master's degrees with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities that pertain to them. Congratulations. As directed by the marshals, will our master's degree candidates please come forward to be recognized and receive a diploma cover?
Grace. Grace. Do you want to go first?
Matthew Westbrook. William Byhauer. Michelle Albro. Claire Saul. Amy Mullins. Francis Perea. Hannah Flatto.
Lauren Kaspersky. Amanda Yeager. Erin Smith. Kristen Bowman. Brianna Small. Kyle Henderson. Michael Turpin. Samantha Garcia. Mark Navarez.
Mark Rematias. Joanna Salopek. Delanise Rosado. Jennifer Espinosa. Crystalline Madden. Daniela Brantley. Christine Johnson. Jennifer Moya. Chuy Sanchez.
Q Drennan. Valerie Knight. Nadia Hijazi. Victoria Lujan. Bryce Wade. Valerie Maestas. Samantha Reyes. Jack Barry. John Rodriguez. Xiaolin Chong. Hector Tapia.
Thomas Parker. Andrea Romo. Tatiana Williamson. Kevin Hillskemper. Lonnie Gross. Alexandra Doggett. Rachel Henderson. Cooper Ham. Kyle Fast Wolf. Karina Smestad. Tess McPherson.
Angelica Solares. Jacqueline Miramontes. Victoria Slolinski Brainerd. Carly Anderson. Luis Gallardo. Emilio Martinez. Joseph Wanchi Wang. Jackson Larson. Denise Johnson. Albert Abeda. Danielle Anaya.
Naomi Stahlberg. Alejandra Gallegos. Kyle Biederwolf. Renee Begay. Contreta End Warrior. Nathan Mokino. Stephanie Jackson. Elba Holguin. Justin Rivord. Anthony Pacheco Jr. Rebecca Sousa.
Natalia Garcia. Jinyang Liu. Shawan Liu. Bobby Silva. Megan Horowitz. Hallie Vigil. Jessica Begay. Serena Aranda. Lucille Melendez. Giovanna Burrell. Ana Mejia. Mark Oregon. Tara Twiss.
Monica Armijo Lopez. Jawad Bashir Al-Yusuf. Bamadou Ouattara. Luis Sanchez Tapia. Lennon Ruiz. Emmanuel Kuranga. Monica Sarkar.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Now each dean will present his or her candidates for bachelor's degrees. When all candidates from all schools and colleges have been presented, we will confer all undergraduate degree candidates. Dean Mark Pisani will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
You may be seated. Dean Christos Christodoulou will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Engineering.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the School of Engineering please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Deborah Riffenberry will present candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Education.
Now will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Education, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Education please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Associate Dean Glenn Coster will present candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Fine Arts.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Sean Berman will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Anderson School of Management.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Christine Casper will present the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Nursing.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Mark Childs will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Architecture and Planning.
Will the candidates for the degrees in Bachelor of Arts in Architecture and Bachelors of Art in Environmental and Planning please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Robert Del Campo will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from University College.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of University Studies, Bachelor of Liberal Arts, and Bachelor of Arts in University College please rise? Congratulations.
Dean Richard Clement will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of University Libraries and Learning Sciences.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Technology and Training please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Paul Roth will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Medicine.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Emergency Medical Services, Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, and Bachelor of Science in Radiological Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
Thank you. Dean Gregory Lanier will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Honors College.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Honors Interdisciplinary Liberal Arts in the Honors College please rise? Congratulations.
Dean Tracy Collins will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Population Health.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Population Health please rise? Congratulations.
Dean Donald Godwin will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Pharmacy.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences please rise? Congratulations.
Will all bachelor and associate degree candidates please rise? Madam President, it is now my honor to present all bachelor and associate degree candidates who, upon completion of their academic requirements, are recommended by the faculty to the Regents for their respective degrees.
I hereby confer upon you your respective degrees with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining to them. Congratulations. You may be seated. As directed by the marshals, will our bachelor's and associate degree candidates come forward to be recognized and to receive a diploma cover?
Brianna Werner. Erica Almanzar. Ulrich Patrick. Tyler Dominguez. Jonathan Scraw. Marco Lueras. Andrea Wolford.
Anna Kirkbride Judah.
Charisse Romero.
Daisy Mendoza Zapata.
Brian Stacy.
Brendan Spar.
Michaela Biddle.
Mai Trong.
Diamar Beltran Taylor.
Janelle Inaho.
Sarah Elizabeth Jordan Hogan.
Savannah George. Bailey Guinea.
Daniel Dickinson.
Karen Yvette Boyorquez.
Marcus Pena.
Nikki Bethel.
Katie Thompson.
Rebecca Goldblatt.
Sophia Olay.
Amber Terquez.
Trevor Lyon.
Zane Van Winkle.
Crystal Shannon.
Jamie Stevens.
Nicole Thorne.
Alexis O'Neill.
Adam Sorrell.
Rebecca Lovato.
Matthew Smith.
Casey Griego.
Jacqueline Quintana.
Christina Rodriguez.
Jocelyn Cordova.
Veronica Holgen.
Antonio Cassidy.
Jacqueline Ramirez.
Jamie Perez.
Mauricio Alvarado Pazamino.
Everett Holmes.
Yvette Gorman.
Mariah Zuni.
Tam Hong.
Taylor Hildenbrand.
Aisha Teriyaki.
Jonathan Cordova.
Aaliyah Pacheco.
Denise Bowman.
Samantha Biella.
Adam Atkins.
Jessica Luyevanos.
Tristan Padilla.
Nicole Doman.
Desiree Baker.
Adriana Sainz.
Alexis Munoz Rivera.
Maribel Villegas.
Jesse Brissy Cohen.
Samantha Buzzolini.
Frida Quinones Angulo.
Desiree Lopez.
Julian Lopez.
Alejandra Salinas.
Tina Thomas.
Anale Maderos.
Raquel Chavez.
Kimberly Graham.
Ellery Freisinger.
Tanya Chancellor.
Paula Diaz.
Ashen Gutierrez.
Christiane Santisteban.
Valerie Castillo.
Christina Fitzsimmons.
Madison Hunt.
Myra Avila.
Russell Gorham.
Augustine Chavez.
Heidi Young.
Hunter Hill.
Jessica Nunez.
Erin Morgan.
Amber Williams.
Felicia Chavez.
James Cunningham.
Aliciana Martinez.
Jalen Jones.
Sarah Perez.
Tracy Calvier.
Hannah Garcia.
Emily Calvier.
Erica Pursglove.
Zhao Wu.
Renee Fresquez.
Gabrielle Miranda.
Caius Evans.
Claudia Cruz Cruz.
Allison Donnie.
Renee Vallade,
Teresa Garcia,
Stephanie Reyes,
Santiago Pacheco,
Jaime Sanchez,
Corey Shantz,
Eri Pascual,
Andrew Caswell,
Carla Martinez Vigil,
Renee Hodge,
Danielle Griego,
Andrea Gritter,
Krista Chavarria,
Bruno Sela Roque Guimares,
Amanda Estrada,
Hanu Bota,
Brianna Slight,
Zane Geller,
Zachary Rivera,
Jennifer Burris,
Mitchell Yan,
Lauren Nuanes,
Christine Nguyen,
Deborah Mayberry,
Gardenia Gomez,
Brian Jackson,
Autumn Pinard,
Donald Marquez,
Tatiana Pleil Pino,
Lanisa Armstead,
Alejandra Gutierrez,
Miranda Gonzalez,
Jessica Severin,
Dayanara Lockwood,
Dreana Valencia,
Andrea Guerra,
Melina Sanchez,
Dante Ruiz,
Jalen Williams,
Elizabeth Galanis,
Garrett Hayden,
Autumn Aragon,
Jonathan Gutierrez,
Mia Velasco,
Kaylin Martinez,
Jessica Garcia,
Michael Kindred,
Jimmy Jones,
Alicia Toya,
Madison Holm,
Amir Slim,
Nancy Agad Aragin,
Vin Nguyen,
Bella Arndt,
Benjamin Fogg,
Kylie Oliver,
Justin Stoner,
Kayla Vigil,
Richard Tran,
Marissa Lovato,
Amanda Martinez,
Mariah Lucero,
George Gonzalez,
Cole Burks,
Robert Garcia,
John Gabaldon,
Bailey Chavez,
Christian Enriquez,
Ryan McDaniel,
Sofia Sena,
Jonathan Ramos,
Leonardo Pereira,
Joshua Powers,
Richard Singh,
Abel Rocha,
Alejandra Diaz,
Oriana Hernandez,
Vanessa Jaramillo,
Janessa Galindo,
Rachel Beretta,
Venus Barraza,
Brianna Franchini,
Malena Medina,
Claire Doherty,
Daniel Lopez,
Flor Regino,
Callie Mays,
Sabrina Nodke,
Jens Singleton,
Lauren Lucero,
Ted Arvizo Jr.,
Victoria Medina,
Gabriela Hernandez,
Alexis Scott,
Emily Doty,
Selena Largo,
Martin Campos,
Nathan Robertson,
Alexander Ostrom,
Ryan Callahan,
Brandon Chi,
Angelo Martinez,
Jennifer Salas Hernandez,
Sarah Davis,
Megan Vigil,
Autumn Allen,
Jack Rancière,
Clarissa Jaramillo,
Brandon Breedlove,
Adrian Estrada,
Paul McKinney,
Triton Shelp,
Emmanuel Munoz,
Brandon Shalop,
LaShonda Bigay,
Sergio Guerrero,
Sabrina Sosa,
Amanda Geary,
Giovanni Martinez,
Francisco Olivas,
Haley Barlow,
Jamie Herrera,
Darius Jean Bart,
Joanna So,
Christian Manrique,
Nicholas McCall,
Brandon Segura,
Robert Johnson,
Travis Mosher,
Alondra Toka,
Waris Sardar,
Ronald Lease Jr.,
Adrian Quezada Sotelo,
Madeline Graniff,
Priscilla Sierra,
Elizabeth Rakes,
Renee Bustillo,
Grace Balderramos,
Leslie Garcia,
Maria Ortega,
Fidel Valdez,
Sarah Quintana,
Luke Widener,
Kimber Wolf,
Jesse Fielder Hoover,
Luce Neal,
Ty Cerna,
Casey Lamoureux,
Bibani Porco,
Lorenzo Montoya,
Dustin Harris,
Jonathan Garcia,
Alicia Burns,
Ethan Lake,
Catherine Lloyd,
Jacqueline Hirsch Green,
Jerlyn Bigay,
Brenda Says,
Karina Sanchez Vasquez del Mercado,
Raylin Maestas,
Maria Ruelas Cabral,
Alicia Inez Sanchez,
Megan Garvey,
Christopher Palmer,
David Armenta,
Mario Moreno,
Matthew Smith,
Brittany Rising,
Jorge Muniz,
Vanity Bayer,
Leandra Susette,
Wally Gollard,
Jacqueline Conejo,
Orly Mujakia,
Emmanuel Rodriguez,
Sebastian Buchelt,
Ernest Lucero,
Edith Solis Gutierrez,
Ashton Ulibari,
Bryce Pickett,
Christian Valdez,
Karina Rodriguez,
Jordan Sharp,
Mariah Medina,
Nicholas Young,
Joseph Turner,
Emily Garcia,
Lucia Di Martino,
Michaela Grady,
Celia Rainey,
Abby Long,
Alyssa Bitsy,
Rory Thomas,
Tylin Bigay,
Austin Todacini,
Denise D,
Trevor Pacheco,
Ariana Martinez,
Amy Rohr,
Tess Bixby,
Philip Krebs,
Magdalena Urea,
Ernest Thais,
Corey Carnes,
Bryson Montera,
Madeline Newsom,
Travis Raffaletto,
Katrina Romo,
Dante Bautista,
Nina Nunez,
Celeste Kovac,
Rihanna Deschini,
Nan Nguyen,
Cassandra Lujan, Casey Garrity,
Adriana Iribarren,
Dustin Myers,
Augusta Chavez,
Justine Pecos,
Kayla DeBrule,
Maya Grolman,
William Ubel,
Edward Kelly,
Samantha Brown,
Ian Carrillo,
Taylor Tullock,
Aaron Ashlock,
Deshane Samuel,
Brittany Ortega,
Christina Taraglia,
Isaac Chase,
Satyan Patel,
Timothy Brown,
Christopher Mays,
Rory Leslie,
Jaylene Aragon,
Farron Gomez,
Nathaniel Kay,
Kira Pelowitz,
Jessica Carrillo,
Kara Howard,
Star Cheremia,
Felicia Lopez,
Maureen Obu,
Mechanisha Rayner Kelker,
Cesar Bilbao,
Madison Davis,
Ben Garcia,
Kenny Nguyen,
Carmen Carretero Martinez,
Monica Padilla,
Catalina Ambrese,
L'Oreal Aldaba,
Maria Ramirez,
Gabriela Gonzalez,
Clarence Eubank,
Alexis Townsend,
Genevieve Pepin,
Amber Roch,
Emmanuel Tacor,
Kenya Hernandez,
Jose Cubillon,
Isabella Armijo,
Marisa Chacon,
Milana Ortega,
Catherine Navarra,
Crystal Romero,
Santiago Romero,
Eva Allison,
Tauren Weeks,
Alexandra Ogunsuya,
Richard Hine,
Abdeliz Al-Sared,
Yolanda Montoya,
Graham White,
Philip Spooler,
Montefiore Daniels,
Kaylee Maes,
Michael Dunphy,
Joshua Gabbard,
Michael Hillier,
Calvin Farmer,
Angela Davies,
Ian Davis,
Philip Chavez,
Jessica Pacheco,
Zachary Sarriva,
Tammy Sharp,
Kishan Van Mali,
Gabriela Pacheco,
Adam Montoya,
Irving Jesus Tejada Salgado,
Samantha Anderson,
Emily Rodas,
Hannah Stith,
Michael Romero,
Christella Montoya,
Cole Brewer,
Nikki Wasetta,
Michael Schaefer,
Hannah Godfrey,
Amanda Drake,
Taylor Lagrietti,
Monte Thompson,
Taylor Lucero,
Denzel Glover,
Jalila Graham,
Priscilla Gomez,
Wendy Galarza,
Nicole Couch,
Mariah Thornton Quintana,
Louisa O'Neill,
Tyler Pennington,
Raquel Bahi,
Louisa Pennington,
Cynthia Lee,
Christina Tanberg,
Faith Perez,
Alani Rayel,
Liam Toe,
Andrea Solis,
Matthew Merlini,
Haley Estrada,
Emily Scott,
Solana Cummings,
Nicolette Brown,
Martin Ruiz,
Harrison Cook,
Nijoni Valdez,
Chantel Bukwa,
Kevin Montgomery,
Matthew Hickman,
Prince John Famina,
Emily Conway,
Alan Nahera,
Jebediah Pinkley,
Hector Carrillo,
Taylor Van Bergen,
Rachel Sanchez,
Destiny Mudada,
Stephen Archuleta,
Louisa Dietrich,
Camilio Calabasa,
Bradford Gashler,
Jacob Madison,
Kent Gabriel Salazar,
Weston Guthrie,
Dominic Flores,
Caleb Garrett,
Samuel Martinez,
Christopher Apodaca,
Ching Lu,
Maria Jones,
Howard Pope,
Angelo Champion,
Taylor Gallegas,
Lindsay Wilbanks,
Rookie Hosky,
Lauren Lovato,
Juan Carlos Baca,
Lorman Lanz,
Haley Bolanos,
Jorge Velarde,
Marcos Piñon,
Angelica Rael,
Meiling Huang, Sabrina
Giselle-
Garcia,
Giselle Chacon Solis,
Melissa Hermosillo,
Aileen Hawkes,
Valeria Corona Castaneda,
Lucia Cornejo,
Sydney Jones,
Ernesto Padilla,
Kylie Morana,
Michael Rojas,
Catherine Misla,
Jonathan Gutierrez,
Jasmine McCullough,
Adam Romero,
Taryn Trujillo,
Morgan York,
Jessica Salgado,
Catherine Reynolds,
Kurt Kelly,
Elias Manriquez,
Haley Valiant,
Isabella Otto,
Christy Miller,
Devin Moreno,
Teresa Wagner,
Chloe Puglisi,
Nicole Morrison,
Shayla Graham,
Brandy Lusk,
Catherine Campbell,
Maya McDonald,
Ariana Garcia,
Emily McGinty,
Alexis Nutter,
Raven Montoya,
Mercedes Prado,
Mariani Legaspi,
Lindsay Jaros,
Stephanie Castillo,
Monica Hartley,
Ariana Bitsui,
Gabriel LaBarbera,
Ashley Lamb,
Solafian Noor,
Amiel Lieblin,
Marisol Madera,
Karina Malero,
Christopher Brownsberger,
Yasmeli Mendez,
Tyler McGowan,
Grecia Galicia,
Martha Stockdale Williams,
Gabriel Anchondo,
Chelsea Browning,
Philip Morales,
Haley Monteith,
Jeanette Perales,
Stephanie Colker,
Crystal Beck,
Timoteo La Esperance,
Victoria Bachicha,
Alexander Gontis,
Rosalind Esquitz,
Wendy Valenciano Flores,
Carmen Julian,
Megan Mangold,
Robert Tobin,
Sam Montoya,
Shanang Armstrong,
Bethlehem Hailu,
Brianna Garcia,
Dior Nishati,
Aaron Fry,
Andrew Gallegos,
Morgan Acosta,
Claire Ramos,
Jacob Torres,
Austin Norris,
Leana Aragon,
Eric Hernandez,
Brooke Gallegos,
Tabitha King,
Kiani Silver,
Chantel Cross,
Megan Reed,
Emmanuel Schneider,
Nikea Spomer,
Zachary Romero,
Micah Davis,
Dominic Martinez,
Taya Tafoya,
Tiffany Hambay,
Sandra Vasquez,
Tanya Callan,
Cristela Lozano,
Kairi Traco,
Gabrielle Swas,
Jennifer Grajeda,
Paige Richardson,
Jessica Nelson,
Jennifer Hernandez,
Giselle Martinez,
Anya Sanchez,
Jorge Castañeda,
Dakota Watterson,
Stephanie Robertson,
Dekez Irving,
Taylor Yates,
Danielle Curvin,
Brittany Lujan,
Shyla Laval,
Ashley Vicdahl,
Becky Cortina,
Isaac Garcia,
Felicia Quintana,
Sophie Wayne,
Sarah Howard,
Jose Benegas,
Patricio Romero,
Perla Gonzalez,
Ignacio Cordova,
Emily Mocho,
Matthew Hiepvo,
Fallon Rutledge,
Viridiana Rodriguez Flores,
Alejandra Ramirez Solano,
Sterling Lang,
Haley Suazo,
Yvonne Armendariz,
Stephanie Gardner,
Tien Dan Pham,
Kayla Burasa,
Luke Marquez,
Annalise Valerio,
and Julio Rivera.
Sarah Criscolo, Reina Duran, Savannah Martinez, Jordan Donahue, and Haley Phillips.
So now with the entire class of 2019, please rise. So now, the moment many of you have been waiting for, this symbolic turning of the tassels. Graduates, as a final rite of commencement, please move your tassels from right to left of your mortarboards. We welcome you to the ranks of alumni, the University of New Mexico. Okay, please be seated. Thank you. So each of our graduates, as all of us in the university community, know that there are several people here this evening who've played a vital role in the support and encouragement of our graduates during their academic careers. we would like to recognize them. First, we'd like to recognize the faculty of the University of New Mexico. Our faculty is instrumental in making this day possible. Tonight's graduates can attest to how faculty have encouraged, supported, and expected the best from them. Their dedication has helped our graduates achieve the accomplishments we are here tonight to celebrate. Will the faculty please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Now, will all the parents of the members of our graduating class please rise? Will those who are husbands, wives, partners, and children please rise? And finally, will the grandparents, grandchildren, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, and all others who have a special relationship with the graduates, please rise? Thank you. All of you are much more than guests here tonight, for you have been active participants in the events that lead to this very moment. Without your help, your patience, your encouragement, your willingness to sacrifice, many of our graduates might not be here. So we salute you.
I'm thankful for both of my parents for always being there for me and for always supporting me no matter what.
They've supported me immensely throughout my academic journey.
My siblings, I'm the oldest, so they're my inspiration and I'm their motivation.
I'm mostly thankful to both my parents.
My girlfriend Kyla.
My partner, who's been really helpful and supportive.
Mainly to my husband. He's seen all the crazy sides of completing my master's degree.
I have 4 lovely sisters who look up to me, and wearing this cap and gown is definitely an inspiration to our family.
My teacher, Anderson School of Management.
Chris Larinaga, who's my study buddy.
Tara Hackle, she was my professor my sophomore year.
Bruce Smith, for being a teacher and sort of a mentor for like 2.5 years.
El Centro La Raza for being my family.
My friends at SHAC.
African American Student Services.
The Community Engagement Center.
American Indian Student Services.
The Sociology Department, the Honors College, and the Communication and Journalism Department.
For the endless amount of unconditional support that they showed me throughout my years here at UNM.
For being my home away from home.
For giving me the best education that I could have ever possibly wished for.
They helped me through my undergraduate and my graduate degree.
They've done so much for me and have inspired me and really pushed me to graduate.
Thank you to everybody.
I'm finally here, finally graduating.
I also want to especially thank my dad and mother, because they have been my support system and they have been my heroes in my life.
There's a whole community of people that I want to thank, but the most is my husband, Lloyd. He deserves all the credit. He should be wearing this, to be honest.
I definitely would not be here today without all their loving support.
I'm thankful for my stepkids, Devin and Sarah. Devin made me laugh, and Sarah brought me coffee. My dad passed away right when I started my master's degree, so Dad, I did it, yay!
So as new alumni, may the words which you are about to sing take on a very special and lasting meaning for you. Please rise and join Curtis Storm in singing the alma mater. The words are printed on the inside front cover of the program.
New Mexico, New Mexico, we sing to honor thee. This golden haze of college days will live in memory. This praise we sing will ever ring truth and loyalty. New Mexico, your fame we know will last eternally.
So here's the hard part. Please be seated as we conclude the University of New Mexico's Fall 2019 commencement. The University Mace will now be removed by the Faculty Senate President. Together with the University Secretary, they will lead our processional. We ask that everyone please remain in their seats while the platform party and our graduates depart from the arena. The recessional music will be performed by Mariachi Tinampa. Thank you.